Bonjour mes enfants, c'est votre Uncle Dan. Yes, Uncle Dan, the Vinyl Man, back with another episode of Uncle Dan's Vintage Vinyl. Here tonight with a brief update on MoFi. MoFi, that's what we're talking about, MoFi. I was looking forward to the answers to the two complaints, the Styles v. MoFi and Tuttle v. MoFi. Styles is filed in the Northern District of Illinois. Tuttle is filed in Western District of Washington. I don't yet have either answers in either case, but I do know attorneys. In Northern District of Illinois, MoFi will be represented by attorneys. I'm blanking on their names, but they're out of Barnes and Thornburg, which is a national law firm with like 22 offices, hundreds of attorneys nationwide. Major law firm. I've actually litigated against them and kind of with them on a couple of matters. Had an arbitration matter against some MoFi attorneys out of Indiana, and then also litigated. Then they represented a party. Actually, it was the same party. We had to defend that party in another lawsuit through a tender. It was a manufacturer. We represented a manufacturer of a component. They represented the finished product, and we represented their client through a tender. So I had to work with some Barnes and Thornburg attorneys there, the same ones who didn't like me or my firm. It was not fun. In general, though, Barnes and Thornburg has a good reputation. It's a national firm. In Seattle, in the Western District of Washington, it's not Barnes and Thornburg, at least not on the surface. They are being represented by the law firm coroner out of Seattle. Two attorneys there. I don't know Emily Harris and Stephen Fogg. I do know very well one of the attorneys there. I won't mention his name, but I know very well one of the attorneys there. He was a former partner. We tried a case together. In fact, it was the first case he ever tried. He had started out as an associate at the firm, became a partner, and then eventually moved on to Core Cronin. Core Cronin is a superb law firm. I know them well. They are very high quality. I don't know what's going to happen with these suits, but I know that in regard to the Tuttle suit, well, I'm very comfortable. I can't say I know, but I'm very comfortable that Core Cronin will provide excellent advice to Mobile Fidelity in that lawsuit. They just have an excellent reputation in Seattle, and as I said, my former partner went over there and is enjoying it and likes working there. I haven't spoken with him about this suit. I won't speak with him about the suit, but I do have a former partner there who's a superb attorney, and they just have a great reputation. I'm sure MoFi will be well represented. I did learn that I have not seen an answer in either suit. I do know appearances have been made. That is, an appearance is that a formal notice to the court that an attorney will be coming in or attorneys coming in to represent a party. Corporate defendants like Mobile Fidelity have to be represented by attorneys. A corporation cannot represent itself. So MoFi has retained these counsel. I've also learned that in the Northern District of Illinois, at least, there was an extension of time to file the answer. The answer would have been due, but the court has entered an order extending the time to file the answer until November 29, and then a joint status report is due December 7. When you have multi-district class action litigation, two class actions pending in different districts, there's going to have to be some decision about how to handle these cases. I'm assuming that this November 29 filing for the answer and at least the Northern District of Illinois case, the Styles v. MoFi case, that's they're going to be working. That is, the plaintiff's attorneys in both cases, I assume, will be working with the counsel for MoFi in both cases to come up with a plan for consolidating the cases, having having them tried in one district. Don't know which one that will be. MoFi would presumably want the Northern District of Illinois because that's their home base, and that will be more convenient for them. On the other hand, I'd say that, I do know they have great attorneys in Washington, so we'll see what happens there. And it could be that could be, and I think it would be very likely that Barnes and Thornburg and coroner, the Barnes and Thornburg and coroner attorneys are already talking with one another, working with one another. By the way, you would not have. I don't know whether typically Music Direct or MoFi has in-house lawyers, in-house counsel, but when you have a case like this, a firm will retain outside counsel. In-house counsel typically, they're busy all the time anyway. They don't have time to try cases like this. Except sometimes insurance companies have, insurance companies and some others have their own attorneys who will try some cases if they've got enough cases going on. But generally, a company the size of MoFi, if they have in-house counsel, and they're likely to have in-house counsel, those attorneys are working with them on deals. They're advising about transactions, and they're not there to try cases. So they do need outside counsel from other firms. In addition, the in-house counsel at MoFi are not going to be they're not going to be trying class actions, and you want people who are skilled at trying class actions in defending a case like this. So I know the coroner people do that, and I'm assuming that the Barnes and Thornburg, given the size of it, I'm assuming that they have an active class action defense practice, so that attorneys from that practice will be there. But yeah, that's going on. I do expect to see some moving around there, some getting decided where the case will be, which district the case will proceed in. There are mechanisms for doing that. And as I said in my earlier video, you don't want two separate class actions going on because the plaintiff classes necessarily overlap. They've got each of them has identified a national class, so those national classes overlap. You'd have plaintiffs, you'd have class members who are members of both lawsuits, members of the classes in both lawsuits, and you could have them losing in one case in Northern District of Illinois, say, and winning in the Western District of Washington. Inconsistent results. So there'll be some way of figuring that out. And I'm assuming that they're working on that now. And they may also be working on, they may already be trying to work toward a resolution of the matter. I'm not sure about that. I am pretty sure that they're working toward figuring out where it will be venued. Anyway, I'll keep looking at this and see what comes up, and see if answers are filed. In the meantime, if anybody has any of my few viewers has any information about the MoFi lawsuit, either of those lawsuits, or there may be other lawsuits pending about which I am not informed. So if there are, let me know about those. Let me know about any other developments that you know about. In the meantime, keep buying those MoFi records, folks. Well, I'm not. I actually mean to buy one sometime, but I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. But anyway, Uncle Dan, the Vinyl Man, saying, as always, what do I say? I know. Va, mes enfants. Et aussi. A bientôt.